Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to today's live webinar, How to Collect Blood and Place IV Catheters in Rabbits in Lila, remind me, how do I say it?
Hystricomorphs.
Hystricomorphs, thank you.
Yeah.
Sponsored by the one and only VetaHead. We're so glad that you are here with us today. We also want to extend a warm welcome to our YouTube audience. I'm Sam and I will be your host. I'd like to cover a few housekeeping items with you before we begin. This session is being recorded and will be available later on this week as an on-demand course on Vetfolio for a limited time. If you registered on Vetfolio and are attending the session live, no further action is needed to obtain your CE credit. If you registered on YouTube, be sure to fill out the Jot form link in the description. You will see your CE certificate in your Vetfolio learner profile within 48 hours. With that, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our speaker. I am so excited to have Lila Parenza with us today. Dr. Parenza is the founder and CEO of VetaHead and PetaHead. She is moving the needle in the veterinary space alongside VetaHead's team, providing complete ZooMed solutions to veterinary professionals. Their why is no species left behind. Lila hopes to empower veterinary professionals through knowledge and make zoological medicine accessible by providing professional online courses at vetahead.vet. Now let's toss it over to our guest, Lila. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, everybody. Hello, good morning. Samantha, thank you so much. Vetfolio, thank you so much. Always a great supporter of VetaHead, and I love it. But I need to give some special shout outs here. José Pedro, João Paulo, obrigada. Lisbon here, Portugal. They are always on the webinars. Thank you. Andrea, I love you here. Thank you so much. Jennifer, Samantha, we have people from everywhere. Okay, guys, put it here where you're talking from, or actually watching this from. We have people from Texas, California. Tiffany, we are in California. Can you believe, Tiffany, this weather today? I don't know where you are, but it's not sunny outside. What's going on? We have Tracy here from the Vet Tech program. Hello, San Diego. Randy, we are here. Oh, Randy, are you the Randy I know? Shelby, New York City, Seattle, California, Wisconsin. California is heavy here. Hannah, Melissa, Michigan, Nebraska. Oh my God, so cool. Andrea just said, hey, Dr. is so excited. Me too. I love talking to you guys. You know that. Alice, hello from Portugal. Oi, Alice. Oi, Lucas from Curitiba. So many people. Hola from Puerto Rico, Indonesia. This is so cool. And it keeps going. Cindy sent a message. Oh my God, guys. I am so happy. Look at this. Florida, Mississippi, North Carolina, Switzerland. Oh my God. I need some coffee and chocolate from Switzerland. Guys, first of all, I'm so happy to be here. You know how much I love interacting with you. So if you have been to any of my webinars, you know, just drop your questions as we go, because then we can chat, we can interact. Also, are you guys good keeping secrets? I need to see yes or no's here, because I will be dropping some big secrets. I guess it's not a secret anymore, right, Samantha? We are finally able to shout out the big news. We've been working at VetaHead on this for over. Jamie says yes. Alexander says no. I am terrible keeping secrets. Guys, this is the biggest thing since I started VetaHead. I started VetaHead on the chair. Oh my God, the chair is super messy. Can I show you the chair, but you can't judge me, okay? Because this is real life. This is the chair, okay? This blue chair right here. Yeah, all my stuff is in there. I started VetaHead there. You know what? When I'm going to deliver the news, I'm going to sit right there, because it's the first thing we're shouting out to everybody, okay? And we also here to learn how to collect blood and place IV catheters in rabbits and Hystricomorphs. Those are the guinea pigs and chinchillas. I don't know about you, but sometimes I find it easier to have an awake tiger to collect blood from than a guinea pig. Are you with me? Are you guys with me? For the first time too with Vetfolio, we are live on YouTube. Anyone from YouTube here? Hello, YouTube. I really love that we're doing this live from from our houses to yours from YouTube. Okay, I want to start our presentation. I have really 30 minutes to talk to you guys about this. So I will tell you as many tips as I can that will be really helpful for all of us. You see this QR code here, this QR code on the screen? Take a peek because that is the secret right there. But I will be sharing with you too because I am so, so happy about it. Okay, let's get started with our presentation. First, I have 5 questions during the webinar that I want to give. I want to ask you guys. First of all, I want to know from you. What awesome type of veterinary profession are you? Are you a veterinarian? Are you a technician, a nurse? Are you a vet student or are you a tech nurse student? Let me know. By the way, my tech nurses, vet assistants, and my students, I hear you. I talk to you all the time on the DMs on Instagram, and we got you covered, okay? Vet ahead. It's always 50% off for you guys, always, okay? So I want to know here what you are. I don't know if I can know right away the answers. That would be so cool. Oh,
Let
I do
me
polls. I don't know if I can or not. But
go
anyway,
to where it says closed, Lila, and you should be able to see it.
where it says close.
Yeah.
Hey, I can see it. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Look at this, Samantha. 50%, 53% of everybody here, technician or nurse. Yay. I got you guys. That is so cool. And then 39% veterinarians. And then we have vet students, 4%, and tech and nurse student, 5%. Yay. By the way, vet students, they are all great. A lot of vets graduating. Congratulations. Is a huge accomplishment. Okay. Huge, huge, huge. I believe the tiger would collect blood faster than any one of us. João Paulo, I agree. Okay. So okay, I very briefly I want to show you some equipment that will make our life easy when we are placing catheters or collecting blood. First one, the small IV catheters. So 26 gauge catheters and 25 gauge catheters might be our friends depending on the size of the animal. Okay, it's not animal dependent. It's not like, well, guinea pigs you always use 26 gauge catheters. That's not how we do it. It's based on the size of the vein. However, having those catheters really does help. Another thing that really does help are shorter catheters. You see, this one is shorter. So you can buy catheters 1 inch, 1.5 inches, etc. So the shorter ones help us, especially with the guinea pigs, because they have those short, tortuous legs and arms, right? That don't make our life very easy all the time. So again, I think this is very helpful. And then the second thing, when talking about collecting blood, those micro tubes, guys, those really make a difference. And these micro tubes, depending where you are in the world, and even in the United States, sometimes they fit they're made to fit 0.25 mLs of blood, sometimes 1 ml of blood, or 0.5. That's the amount of anticoagulant that is inside of the tube. So we don't dilute the sample. So we need to really put the minimal amount of blood on them, so that we don't dilute our sample and we don't skew our results. But I have tons of those. I love it. And the other things that I have, like tons, boxes and boxes and boxes at my practice, are those small syringes. Okay. I don't like to have I have the U40s here for you. I particularly don't like to have the U40s because I need to think too much when doing that, collecting blood. Because the U40s, right, they are not each little line, it's not like 0.001 or 0.02. So you need to think and do the math. But so I like to have the tuberculin ones, which here in the United States are these ones with the orange. We have 0.3 mLs, 0.5 mLs, and 1 mLs. The reason we need those is because they collect smaller amounts of blood and they don't collapse the vein. So it's easier for us when the patient is really small. Okay. So those little tips right there that really help. And Alicia says, I'm going to graduate this month. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment. Guys, second thing here that I'm going to talk before we jump in there, it's sedation. Okay. No shortcuts. I think a lot of you might have difficulties placing IV catheters or collecting blood, not because it's a guinea pig, not because it's a rabbit, but because it's a moving target. So we need to stop that target from moving. And I'll give you other tips as well. We're not going to be covering sedation here, but I will tell you, this is 90% of your success right there, sedation. And sedation, who is scared of sedation here? Who is scared? Like, for real, nobody's going to judge anyone, okay? Sedation, it's not scary when done right, when you learn it correctly, when we're using reversible protocols. They are not scary, I promise you. We teach everything about sedation that you need to do to know at Vet Ahead. See, always makes me nervous. Shanna's saying definitely sedation, stress for everyone involved. I will say this, Andrina, is actually the opposite. Okay, is it Drew? Drew, is that you? Um, Pre-med, ISO sedation, I love it. In exotics, yes. I work in research and we get blood all the time without sedation in rabbits. I know, but you guys in research, okay, you like superheroes. We're not like you guys, okay? You're like super soldiers and we just like mortals. So we're not. Yay, Drew! Hi! Okay, so Christina says, good to see you again. Just saw you at Pack Vet. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I just gave 6 lectures there on Saturday. Can't believe you still came to see me talk. Okay, guys, at Vet Ahead, we teach you sedation. We teach you how to monitor. We teach you the protocols right there on the screen. You can see here. It's a beautiful table with all these species, with all protocols that I give you guys at Vet Ahead. And I keep updating these as studies come up. But seriously, we are going to have to sedate them. Okay, so all of this that I'm teaching you guys, it's going to be needed with sedation. Now, blood collection, yes. A lot of times we don't need sedation, except guinea pigs. Like, right? Remember that guinea pigs are our waking tigers right there. Okay. Question here. What is your biggest challenge when coming to work with ZooMed, exotic animals? Okay. Do you feel unprepared, scared of making mistakes? I did in the beginning. I really did. I'm not going to lie. Is it hard to find information and don't know where to find it? Yep. I would say that one too. It feels overwhelming or too complex to figure it out. In the beginning, I would say I did feel like that. I am worried there is not enough demand or clients won't pay. Oh my God, I'm so passionate about this topic, so I'm not even going to get started. And 5 is I'm already overwhelmed or burned out with my current work. I want to know which one is yours. I'm going to choose here. So actually, I'm not going to choose. Oh, I was going to skip the results, but hey, I just did. I want to know for real, guys. Let's see. Closed. Oh, it's not closed yet. When it's closed, I will see that answer there. I don't know if I can't see it. Samantha, is it closed already, this question?
No, I was giving everybody just another
Oh, yeah,
minute.
thank you. Okay. How many people do we have on right now, Samantha?
We have 208.
Oh, that's so cool. Hey, guys, shout out to Samantha from, I want to see claps here because she puts all of these circles together.
Thank you, Lila. I appreciate that.
So, okay, so that's what I thought. The first 2 ones, right? I feel unprepared, of scared, and making mistakes. Oh my God, I made so many mistakes in my career, and I share a lot. I've Vet Ahead in the courses. I share a lot because we don't need to pretend we don't do them, right? We don't need to be heroes. It's hard to find information. Yeah. You know what? For everybody, for the 43 of you that answer, it is hard to find information. I don't know where to find it. Got you. I got you. Vet Ahead got you. Okay. That's where you find all the information, but we will talk about that. Next question, and then we jump back in. How much? Okay, this I need you to be honest. It's not, I understand that we always want things for free, but I want honestly, because, and I will tell you what, before you answer this question, because a part of the secret that I'm going to tell you today includes changes, like good type of changes, not the bad type of change, and involves money too. So I really want your honest opinion. If you said there, majority of you said that the main thing for you, you feel that you're not prepared and you can't find information. Like, so put that in consideration. So if that was going to be solved, you're going to feel prepared and you're going to find information all in one place. How much you'll be willing to invest? in learning a new skill or specialty. In this case, we're talking about Zoomed or exotic animal medicine. Up to 250 a year. We're talking to US dollars, okay? 250 to 1,000 yearly. If it is high quality, and we assume it's high quality, I mean 1,000 to 3,000 yearly. I would invest seriously if I see real return. Over 3,000 yearly, I'm ready for a game-changing shift in my career. Now, I want us to really answer this, because if it's going to change our life, it's going to change our life, right? So we have a tie here. 54 of you, by the way, thank you so much for answering these questions. 57 of you said up to 2050 a year. I'll start in small and see how it goes. Fair. And then 54 of you said 250 to 1,000 a year if it's high quality. I mean, I would say I'm with B. At this stage of my career, I'm 22 years out being a veterinarian. I know that I want high quality, solve my problem. I need answers. I need help, right? So that's how I feel. Thank you guys for answering all of those. I really love it. Okay, let me go back to the chat because I want to see what you're saying. Oh, Daniela said, I picked B, but if I had an employer who would invest in staff, I'm in. Oh, got it. Okay. Guys, so this is illustration from VetAhead. All these illustrations I'm showing you are proprietary from VetAhead. I actually hire medical illustrators, women, by the way, because I really support them, showing where to collect blood in place IV catheters in rabbits. This one is on rabbits. I will tell you my favorite ones, but we're going to go step by step here and show you pictures of all of them, okay? Have to say, to collect blood, my darling, my favorite is going to be the lateral cephalus, because we can do that easy on rabbits, but I'm going to show you some tricks that make it possible. Honestly, to place IV catheters, the one I'm not a big fan is the ear. I never place in the ear. I have pictures for you, but why am I going to place in that tiny vein when I can place it like it's like a dog, right? You wouldn't go for the ear on a dog, would you? They do have veins in the ear too, by the way. We could place it, but I'll show you guys, okay? So this is a video I want to show you, but before I show you the video, this is collecting from the jugular vein. Now, few catches here, few caveats here for us to discuss. This is in rabbits. I would not recommend doing this if the rabbit's not sedated, the jugular vein specifically. And the reason is sedated or if they are really sick, right? They're in shock or something, because they will stress out a lot on this position, because as you can see, we need to put them in dorsal recumbency, hold the neck, stretch the neck, hold it stretched out. I would not recommend doing this without sedation, okay? But it is a great place to collect really large amounts of blood, especially when we need to do blood transfusion to collect from the donor. So let me show you. This rabbit is sedated, and I put some alcohol to pull the fur away and going in and collecting the blood. As you can see, boom, okay? And we can collect really large amounts of blood from the jugular vein. The rabbit it's sedated, but it's coming out of it, as you can see. And again, I would not recommend this unless the rabbit's really sick. I wouldn't recommend this in a awake rabbit. Now, this is my holy grail, okay? This is where I love to collect blood, but the catch here and the tip here is how to restrain the rabbit, okay? So I'm going to show you 2 times because that's very important. Here, this is how we collect blood from the lateral saphenous vein in an awake rabbit. So we need to hold the rabbit like this for that to be possible. And it's going to be a little bit counterproductive in your mind because we're not going to hold the tip or the distal aspect of the limb. The restrainer is going to hold the rabbit like a little football. Well, for the entire rest of America, the real football is soccer, right? Like America. We need to realize that. But that's how we say here the football, as in like the football that you play with your hands. That's how we're going to hold the rabbit. Hide the head, tuck the head on your elbow here so they feel that you're hiding. And your arm is going to be underneath the rabbit. It's not going to be holding the leg. The restrainer is not going to touch the leg, okay? Then the person collecting the blood is going to use the non-dominant hand to hold the leg at the base of the leg, See how high it is right now? And this is also holding off the vein. We do not need to shave. These rabbits not shaved is alcohol. We will need to pour a lot of alcohol there to see that vein. And I'm going to show you the video now collecting the blood. This is the first time this person is collecting blood, okay? This rabbit is not sedated. And I was teaching this person, so I am telling her how to collect the blood. I love to bend needles. This is very, very personal. Some people don't like. This rabbit's awake, guys. Do you see that? I often will tell the restrainer to tap the rabbit to distract them, but look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, right? Please do try it. Please do try it. Andrea says, I placed 1,000 these years. I love it. Great. I just find that to give like really big boluses of fluids, it becomes a little harder. But hey, you know what, Andrea? We need to have an IV catheter. That's what matters. Okay, so I want to show you a little close up here of me. This is actually me collecting, and I want to show you how much alcohol I actually pour on that side and how we are holding the rabbit. So let's take a look together. See, a lot of alcohol. It's squirt alcohol. It's not just a little bit of alcohol in a gauze. You can see the blue vein right there. This rabbit is super furry. In this case, the rabbit did jump a little bit, and I'm repositioning the leg. But want to show you, okay, I want to show you this video for a specific reason. Did you see how the rabbit kicked a little bit when I went to collect? This is why I tell people, as I actually told this person on the previous video, when you go with the needle, go on the side of the vein first, because that's when they're going to jump, okay? So you go on the side of the needle, so you enter the skin, and then if the rabbit jumps, that's fine. And then you move to the needle itself, you reposition, okay? Because it's going to be easier. So let's take a look here. Hopefully I will do the side here, or this one. I will say this one, the rabbit, there's a little bit of shaved there because we want to show you the vein a little bit better. But it's the same concept here, okay? See how the rabbit is awake? So I will say always go on the side and then redirect your needle. It makes life very much easy. Now, when talking about placing IV catheters, so blood collection, we talked about collecting from the jugular vein, and we talked about collecting from the lateral saphenous. Collecting from the cephalic vein, is it possible? Of course, but in an awake rabbit, it's going to be really hard because they're going to pull that little leg so quick, okay? So we're going to avoid that. This is for sedated rabbits. When you're placing IV catheters, you can see very similar to what we do. One tip here that I do for all the animals is do a relief hole with the needle, okay? That's tip number 3, I think I give you already. This relief hole really helps, and that goes for guinea pigs, for rabbits, for everything, okay? Because it really helps us feed the catheter. And as you can see, we're placing a 22 gauge catheter, not a 25, not a 26, because it depends on the size of the vein. Not like, it's not rabbits always get a 25 or something like that. So feeding the catheter and then taping the catheter just like you do for dogs or cats. It's just really hard to do this when the rabbit is awake because they will pull that little leg very, very fast, okay? Now, lateral saphenous, I also adore this for IV catheters. We're going to do an IV, a relief hole there, pull the skin to the side. Look at that plump vein. I just jinxed myself in the video, right? This one is shaved, of course, because we're going to place a catheter. We need to do the same things. So relief hole, see, pull the skin to the side, relief hole, then we place the catheter. Beautiful, huh? And then the catheter is going to be placed just like you do for dogs and cats. I really do like this place. But usually I choose where I'm going to place the catheter, either front limb or high limb, depending where my surgical procedure or my procedure is going to be. So I want it to be away from my procedure. Then we tape and place your T-ports just like you do it. Last, I'm going to go quick here, and ear vein. So remember just one thing. This one in the middle here, this blood vessel, it's an artery. We are not going to place it there. We need to go for the marginal veins, okay? So a few pictures here. So this is where we're going to place a marginal vein. Oh my God, but this looks so good. I know, but that's an artery. We don't want to do that. And then a little tip here that I like to do when you're gonna tape it in place, I like to put a roll of gauze in the inner side of the ear to hold it up, and then I tape it. Okay. Now going for our awake tigers, our guinea pigs, right? So here's where we will place it, collect blood, sorry. That's when we need to have a sedated patient. Okay. I don't actually try to collect unless they're really sick when they are awake. Places I love to collect is the lateral cephalus. We also going to talk about the jugular, and we also going to talk about the medial gingival vein. For IV catheters, cephalic vein, lateral cephalus are my favorites. So as you can see here, their legs are really short and tortoise, like a little like angular. The lateral cephalus vein right here, and it will be a little to the side, as well as the cephalic. Look, instead of being right in the middle of the limb, he is going to be going a little bit to the side. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, they do have really short, fatty necks, which makes it hard for blood collection of jugular vein, but it's totally possible. That's showing me collecting blood. This patient is sedated. These little jumps are the midazolam does cause that. Sometimes this blood collection site is going to be blind. Okay, so we're going to see anatomy and go for it. This is showing a chinchilla. It's going to be very similar because chinchilla and guinea pigs are going to be very similar on everything. Now, in chinchillas, it's way easier to collect blood from the jugular than it is in a guinea pig. However, it's possible too in the guinea pig. There it is, collecting from the chinchi. Also sedated. I always like to shave them. Okay, different than the rabbit, right? The rabbit, we're talking about alcohol a lot, but here I like to shave. Okay, chinchillas and guinea pigs. I like to make my life easy. I like to set myself for success. Another tip here, tip 4 or 5 already, blade 50, 50 to shave their fur, okay? Because their fur is really dense. Relief holes, as I told you, to place IV catheters. So we talked about lateral cephalus to collect blood. We talked about jugular vein. I'm also going to show you the gingival vein in a second. But here, to place IV catheters, relief hole. This little twitch is the midazolam, okay? And then relief hole right there, especially guinea pigs, guys, because they have a really, really tough skin. So the relief hole does help us placing catheters there, okay? And then we just place the catheter and we feed the catheter. Patient is sedated. We are monitoring. And this person, like you're going to see, I'm redirecting this person because the vein is a little tortuous. And I'm telling this person, just pull a little bit the skin, make it tighter so it's not dancing on you. That's another tip that you guys do already for dogs and cats, right? So you place it there, and then you're going to tape it just like you do for dogs and cats. And it's going to work great. The gingival vein, that's another place that we can collect. Rats, that's also a great place to collect. And we can collect a fair amount of blood there. And of course, our patient has to be sedated, okay? Let's see if you guys have any comments or... oh, Andrea is saying, I use Marilyn on the ears, isolating sponge materials. Okay. Chinchillas, we have the lateral cephalus. This is a lot of alcohol and a little bit of shaving. Look, this plump vein here. This is the pedal vein. Sometimes I use this vein to place IV catheters or to collect blood, depending on the amount. Here, collecting some blood. And here, placing a catheter. So again, guys, we're going to shave. We're going to do the scrub just like we do for dogs and cats. And then we're going to go and place a catheter there. I do like there that place. And guinea pigs too. Sometimes I will choose that place. Relief holes, I don't find it as important in chinchillas, but I often will do them and place an IV catheter there. And then we're going to tape it just like you guys do for dogs and cats. It's no different, okay? I have 2 more questions for you, and then I'm going to tell you the secret and the news, okay? First question. Actually, before today, have you actually ever heard about VetAhead? And I will tell you this, I'm talking to a lot of you on DMs on our social media. By the way, guys, vetahead.vet is our Instagram. And I am the one actually talking to you on the DMs. Call me there. But I realized that a lot of you might not know something. So first of all, have you ever actually heard about VetAhead? Tell me here on the comments. Yes, no. Yes, you heard on social media. Yes, you heard on social events. like conferences, for example. Yes, through friends and coworkers. And I'm already a member of VetaHead. Debbie says, do you ever use anterior vena cava in guinea pigs? Excellent question, Debbie. No, we're not going to use the cranial vena cava on guinea pigs, chinchillas, or rabbits. It's not safe. The only animal it's safe is in the ferret. And the reason is because their heart is really caudal. So we're not going to lacerate major blood vessels. Okay. It's not safe. Have I ever done it? Yes. And I actually, unfortunately, have killed a tiny guinea pig, a baby guinea pig with that. We lacerated in the vein. I'm not proud of it, and I'm sharing with you because it took me a long time for that to happen. And then when it happened, I promised myself I was not going to do that anymore. So should not do it. Christine, I use amla cream applied to the rabbit ears before the blood collection. Yes, it's a great technique. There's actually a study on that. We can use the amla cream. We just need to get so amla cream, guys, if you don't know, is a topical anesthetic. It's a cream you can apply. You just need to wait about 20 minutes before you do collect blood or place an IV catheter for you to have effect. Okay, so see, 53% of you never heard about VetaHead. So thank you for being here. And I'm glad you were honest saying that. And 25% of you said yes on social media. Now, here's this is where I was super surprised. And Samantha, I promise you, this is the last one. And then I'm going to share the news. Do you actually know, guys, what VetaHead is? And that's where I actually here was so surprised. I've been talking to you guys for about a month now. I've been talking to so many of you on social media. And I realized that you guys thought, and that's my fault, okay? I take the blame on that one. You thought it was our social media. You said, say, no, I don't know what VetaHead is. Yes, it's an Instagram page. Yes, it provides free webinars for ZoomEd or Exotics. Yes, it provides free resources for ZoomEd or Exotics. Yes, it's a paid membership that provides training and resource for ZoomEd. I want to know what you guys think it is. Let's see. See, do you know what a VetaHead is? 53% of you say no. I know, guys. I was so disappointed on myself when I learned that on our social media. Majority of you think that my Instagram is actually what VetaHead is. And you guys love it. While I'm flattered with that, here comes the big news. VetaHead is actually the answer to your problems. You know why? Because it was the answer to my problem. I had that problem you guys had. I was a general practitioner for 8 years before I started my residency. I had my own practice, and I had no place to find information. I learned a lot from my mistakes, which is not a great way to learn. And I didn't want that to be the same for you. So once I became a specialist and got access to all the knowledge that I will tell you guys, if you think you have access to knowledge and, oh yeah, I have resources for ZoomEd, no, you don't. Because that information is privileged and hoarded, okay? So I put together 4 years ago with my team, with other ACZM specialists like myself, from the American College of Zoological Medicine, board certified, and we created VetaHead. It's an act of love, guys. It is really a movement for no species left behind. But here are the news I want to share with you, okay? Are you ready? Okay, I want to actually show you now. We have a membership. Some of you are a member. I like to say that it's like Netflix, a subscription like Netflix, but it's for ZoomEd or Exotics. And now we have subtitles. We did not have it before. Now we have subtitles Portuguese, Japanese, Spanish, French, and Mandarin. And of course, in English, of course. It's also an ebook resource, like online library, all in one place that you can find all our ebooks about education in all the species. We have live events like YouTube, like you guys on YouTube. We have medical calculators. We used to have an emergency only a medical calculator, which is already great. You go there, you put the weight of the animal, calculates for you. But guess what, guys? Now we have an app. VetaHead has an app. Not only we have an app, guys, we now put it all together in one place on the app. I want to show you this. Are you ready for this astonishing thing? You always ask me, I want help with my cases, right? I'm gonna have to share another screen with you. You said I want to have help with my cases. Samantha, I'm gonna share my screen here right now, my entire screen, because I have to show everybody this. This is Vet Ahead now. Hey, okay, this is Vet Ahead right now. It's massively new, okay? And this is, you guys are the first ones seeing this, okay? This is everything here, Vet Ahead. It's all in one place. And we have more than 100 hours of content, as you know. We have our courses here that you can join. For example, the emergency care. This is one of the courses. We have all of these. You can come here and you can start watching right here, right then and there. You can watch the course. We now have timestamps. We now have subtitles that we didn't have before. Okay. We also see all the timestamps. Okay. Hear me out. And we have the ebooks. Now, guys, you have your own AI assistant. Are you guys ready for this? Samantha, look at this. We have, okay, look at this ebook, a sample of an ebook that we have there. Look at this. Okay, guys, come on now. Come on now. We all have an AI where you can ask questions about your cases. And this AI was trained by me. Boom. You can go there at any time and ask a question. Look, this is a question I asked at 8:24 this morning. It said, I have a 5-year-old guinea pig with a mass on the ventral net. What could that be? This is answering right now. Right now. Okay, it answered thyroid neoplasia, which is true. They are huge by having thyroid tumors. Cervical lymphadenitis, yes, and it's zoonotic. Okay, Abby says salivary. Let me ask you live here, guys. What diagnostic should I run? Oh, not run. Okay, I'm gonna ask this. And look, I call this AI Coco, which is the name of my bird, because Coco is my alter ego. And so this is Coco answering you, my bird, because it's trained by me, right? Look, guys, it's telling you what to do. You see live physical examination, of course, FNA, imaging, blood work, thyroid functioning test. It's telling you what to do. Isn't that amazing? Okay, how do I treat thyroid? Whoops. How do I treat hyperthyroidism? Right? How do I know how to spell that? Hyperthyroidism. Well, if you know how to spell, it works better, right, guys? So anyway, guys, you can come here and ask any questions about any animal. It's there for you. It does not go into the internet. It's only trained with content I fed. Oh my God, guys. This is it. I'm actually amazed on what we all accomplished. So this is another thing that you can do. You can also now, last thing I want to show you, we have so much content and you go like, I have no idea where anything is. You come here to the search bar. Okay, and you put like, I say, head tilt rabbit. It's gonna show you everywhere in our things where we talked about head tilt. This one, for example, was a membership club. Yes, you're gonna have access to all previous content ever. You can come here and watch the video. Like, I don't have time for this. I'm in a hurry. I wanted to summarize. Oh, look at that. It's gonna summarize it for you.
Love
I don't know what
it.
else to tell you. Awesome. Samantha, thank you so much. Do we have any pressing questions?
I think there were a few, but we do need to wrap up.
Yes. I want to tell you all, guys, unfortunately, Vet Ahead subscription right now is frozen. So even though I just show you all of these amazing things, it's only going to be back on July 30th, okay? Because now we need to finish putting all the details together. So if you don't want to miss it, you guys can go to the QR code I show you guys before, and then you can, and I want everybody to go there and sign up for the waiting list, because I will personally email you once it's live and you can purchase it and you can subscribe and become a Vet Aheader. Thank you so much, everybody, for everything, for being here with me this whole time. Samantha, thank you, Vetfolio, so much. This is here the QR code, guys, and also our email. Let me put it there for you there. This is QR code, join a waiting list. This is the email, contact@vetahead.vet. And if you want to talk to me personally, go to our Instagram and I will talk to you on the DMs. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lila.
Samantha.
Thanks so much. I'll do some quick notes. As a reminder, if you registered on Vetfolio and are attending the session live, no further action will be needed to obtain your CE credit. If you registered on YouTube, be sure to fill out the JOT form linked in the description. You will see your certificate in your Vetfolio learner profile within 48 hours. The session will be available on demand through Vetfolio in the coming days. I want to thank all of you for joining us. Thank you to Dr. Lila Perenza for a fantastic presentation. I loved all of your videos and pictures, and I think it was immensely helpful. And a big thank you to VetAhead for sponsoring today's webinar. Have a great day, everybody.